I was born here in Armenia, in Leningrad, and then moved to the States when I was 8. Pretty much grew up there, but I always had the Armenian in me, and was always ready for something like this to be able to come out and serve the people. And so when the war broke out, I was at home thinking like, I could do something, I have the ability to help. So reached out to the embassy and I said, these are the things that I could do. I'm not a soldier, but I know how to save lives. So I need to be on the ground to help people. They found a way to connect me out here. And a couple of days later, I was on an airplane from France coming here. And I've been here since the 20th. I've been stationed at different sites, some which I can't talk about, but been helping out the people here, the soldiers, even the civilians that come in. It's been a very transforming experience for me, to say the least. I always felt Armenian, but this whole war and the people's reaction and the way they accepted people from the outside. I'm not an outsider, but for the most part, not living here for a long time. They took me in like one of their own. I had soldier families who even offered to wash my clothes, open up their home for us to sleep, and they're the ones encouraging us to stay upbeat and keep our heads up and not lose hope. And it's been difficult, to say the least. Everything that we've seen, it still haunts me sometimes at night, and just the injuries, but also the psychological injuries. 18, 19-year-olds, when I talk to them, speak to them, they're physically alive, but mentally really maybe not there, based on the things that they've seen, the horrific stuff that they talk about. It's unimaginable that in the 21st century, like, human beings are still capable of doing such horrific things.
A couple of examples.
Well, without revealing too much, one 19-year-old I was talking to, he was literally shaking and crying, and at nights he would get up and just start walking, and then would just wake up and not realize where he is, and he had never had those. And he told me about the things he saw in one of the battles. And I just call it general, was right next to him. He got hit, and his head literally from the neck up got blown out, and he saw the head just kind of roll next to him. In another one, he saw the drone hit right in front of him, and when he looked around, literally all of his friends were burning. They weren't dead, but they were alive, being burned, right? And he was the lucky 4 or 5 that survived and managed to run back. Imagine, as an 18, 19-year-old, seeing your friends, your brothers and sisters literally being burned alive. And so obviously this kid had real reasons to feel traumatized and feel like there's something wrong with this world, and not be able to sleep at nights and have these horrible nightmares. And he felt guilty for staying alive. That was the other bad part. He said, well, why was I picked to stay alive when all of my friends just went, That was one. There are many stories of people, some of these people start to make humor as a way of sort of helping them cope with it, where you see the drone literally fly over your head and missed it by an inch and falls right behind you, and then your friend next to you just literally blows up, no exaggeration. And you see sometimes all you have left is literally limbs, half a body. I mean, we've literally had people brought in with just the top part of the body, right? And sometimes it's just the limbs, and you have to identify it. At one of the hospitals, I had some people stay there for 5 days looking for their loved ones that was gone for 10 days. They didn't know where he was. They don't know if he's alive or he's dead. And they just want an answer, right? But it's sometimes very difficult to find out whether they're alive, dead, captured. So that emotional roller coaster of not knowing is also really horrific. I can't imagine being in any situation like that. So there's many stories of of similar experiences, and you know, when I look at it, they're 18, 19-year-olds, you know. I mean, I don't think anybody is strong enough to be able to cope with such a thing, but as an 18-year-old, I don't know how, even if you're physically alive, how good your life would be going forward.